Okay, so our next unit is called market structures, but really what's more fitting is it's really about competition in different types of markets and what type of competition exists. So we know maybe from supply and demand that competition is super important and kind of a cornerstone of our economy. So we're going to be looking at different types of competition. The first one we're going to look at is perfect competition. Perfect competition, as the definition says on the screen, is a market structure in which a whole bunch of firms are producing essentially the same product. So let's say you go to the grocery store to get red apples or Granny Smith, like the green apples. You probably really don't care where your apples came from. You really don't care if they were grown in Minnesota or Iowa or North Dakota. Doesn't really matter to you. Because what has to happen for perfect competition is the items need to be basically the same. So look at the conditions. You have lots of people that want the product, and you have a whole bunch of suppliers that participate in the market. That's number one. Then number two is sellers are offering basically identical products, which in our country we call a commodity. So like if you go to the grocery store to buy flour, flour is a commodity. It really doesn't matter if you buy the name brand versus the off brand. Flour is flour. So it's a product that's the same no matter who produces it. Or maybe it's like printer paper. Amy in the office orders our paper. Okay, we really don't care as a teacher how much paper I use. I don't really care where the paper comes from. All right, like Dunder Mifflin, whatever, cool. All right, but the products are identical. Now, number three is like think of Amy in the office. She can be well informed about the products. So if the company that we're going to use, like Dakota Paper, if they're just going to drop off the paper in the parking lot and then we're going to bring it all in, okay, whatever. Maybe there's a company that says, yep, we're going to give you the same rate as the competitor, but we'll unload the paper and we'll get it into the designated rooms. So Amy can do some research to get the best deal possible. And then the final thing is sellers are able to enter and exit the market freely. Meaning, if you wanted to start your own company, it would be possible. If you don't want to have that type of company anymore, that's possible. You can get up and leave. So, for perfect competition, the big one that we're most connected to is farms. Because with farms, there's lots of farmers. They're offering nearly identical products, whether it be corn, wheat, potatoes, beans, whatever it may be. To be a farmer, okay, you can be well informed about what you're planting, what you're spraying, if you're irrigating. All right, whoever's buying their products can also be well informed by what they were doing, how they were doing it. And then again, if you want to be a farmer, you can enter and exit the market freely. You can quit if you want.